Hey everyone, welcome to our virtual wine dinner. We have a wonderful night in store for you in the comfort of your own home, coming straight from our home here at Fountains Country Club. We have a 4-course meal prepared by Executive Chef Brett Mashore and Executive Chef Javier Lurie, with help by our sous chef Denny Rodriguez. I got 3 great wines for you tonight, but first, before I talk about the wines, we're going to head on into the kitchen so that Chef can show you exactly how he prepared the meal and so how you can plate it to look very well in your own home. Let's head on back to the kitchen.
How you guys doing? My name is Denny Rodriguez. I'm the sous chef at Fountains Country Club. I'm going to be making for you a caprese salad today. So we have a little bit of garlic aioli over here. It's going to go like this. Like that. Got tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes. And fresh mozzarella cheese, homemade. We got 1 tomato, mozzarella, another tomato, mozzarella. There you go. You got a little bit of balsamic glaze. I'm just gonna drizzle over the tomato mozzarella caprese. It's okay if you make a mess. Then we're gonna garnish it with basil, fresh basil. That's your beautiful caprese salad. I hope you guys like it. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We're pouring our first wine for tonight. Our first wine is my favorite rosé. It's called Whispering Angel. Whispering Angel has been the talk of Providence, if not the world, for some time now. It's a really nice blend of Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault, and it's one of the most exciting cuvées to come out of Provence in recent years. Rosé has become extremely popular lately. Just because it's pink, please don't confuse it with a white Zinfandel. It's not pure syrup, and it's so much more than that. Chateau d'Escalon, that's where Whispering Angel is from. It's located 25 kilometers northwest of the ancient Roman city of Fruy. It's on the Mediterranean coast. The first traces of the chateau's site date back to the time of the Gauls, during which the location served as a lookout point to spot enemy invaders from entering the Gulf. The original chateau, of which now only the basement remains, dates back to the 12th century. In 1201, a wealthy family from Marseille took ownership of the chateau and made it known as Terre d'Escalon. A few other families owned it over the years. And then in 2006, it was purchased by Sacha Lachine. Sacha Lachine was born in Bordeaux, and he is educated in the US. Sacha began working at his family's small winery as a kid, and now he's regarded as one of the most influential people in the winemaking world. So this wine, this rosé is a pale coral pink in the glass. I get a little bit of enticing aromas of strawberry, a little white peach, a little subtle citrus peel come through. Once you sip it, it appears in the beginning as almost bone dry, so very different than that syrupy white Zinfandel. But as you sip it, you get a little bit of a silky texture, gives way to layers of white peach, a little mango, a little white cherry, a little bit of minerality, and a slight pink grapefruit almost after the aftertaste comes through. I paired this wine with this beautiful caprese salad because I thought it would bring out the sweetness of the cherries and play off of the balsamic vinaigrette very well with that wonderful mozzarella that Chef has prepared. So I think it's a beautiful start. It's again one of my favorite rosés, Whispering Angel. So let's get back in. We'll show the second course. Chef will be in the kitchen. We'll come back and I'll talk about our next wine.
Hi, my name is Brett Mashore. I'm the executive chef here at Fountains. I'm going to do the second course. I'm going to show you how to heat it up and plate it. We're going to do a black pepper gnocchi, which we've already cooked. Basically, all you have to do is get a saute pan over medium-high heat. You're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. We're going to let that heat up for a minute. So we're going to put the gnocchis, which it could be 7 or 8 of them, and we're going to put them in there, and we're just going to let that sit. If you want them soft and more dumpling-like, then you can just add all the ingredients right now, and they'll be a little softer. I like them crunchy, and I like to get a little color on them. If you have a non-stick pan, that'll work the best. But if not, it'll work in a regular saute pan. So right when they start to get a little bit of color on, we're going to take some duck confit. We're going to put that in there to get it nice and crispy. Then we've got a little veal demi-glace. We'll pour that in. After we have the sauce, we're just going to reduce it until it's down to the nice consistency that we want. Now for the plate. Then we're going to garnish with a little bit of fresh sage that we've deep fried so it's nice and crispy. There you go. Bye.
All right, everyone, we're pouring our second wine for tonight. This next wine is called Paradox. It's a proprietary red blend from Napa Valley. I'm going to start out by saying that every great tradition begins as innovation, and this wine is a pure example of that. Paradox was created by Duckhorn Vineyards. Duckhorn Vineyards is our next wine coming up, so I thought it would be an awesome transition to go from the rosé to the red blend and then finish with the Cabernet. So Duckhorn, originally they focused on the Bordeaux varietals. In 1994, Paradox sourced 4 tons of Zinfandel from 100-year-old vines in the Napa Valley area. And then they paired it with their own Cabernet. And then added a little bit of Merlot, a little Petit Verdot, and they created the first Paradox. This is a 93 rated wine. I forgot to mention on the last one, this is a 92 rated wine. These are all 90 plus rated wines. Paradox was founded by Dan and Margaret Duckhorn, as well as Duckhorn Vineyards. So we're going to be talking a little bit about them. It's the only winery in Napa Valley devoted exclusively to making Napa Valley blends. Though taking inspiration from great rare blends of the world, Paradox is also committed to making wines that reflect the character and charm that is Napa Valley. The debut vintage offered a unique blend of Cabernet, Zinfandel Merlot, and Petit Verdot, which I mentioned before. It still holds true to today. Bordeaux's Paradox wines are made to appeal to the modern palate. The visionary blends of Paradox quickly establish a reputation for their bold, expressive character and their food-friendly sophistication. So what I got from this wine, it begins with a little bit of black currant and I thought oddly enough some blueberry. So I don't really tend to sense a blueberry on the nose of a wine, but it came through strong on this one. There's a little bit of subtle note of some rich milk chocolate in there too, which I like a little bit of chocolatey red wines. So on the palate, it's definitely berry, jammy, fruit forward, little bit of leather in there, and a hint of, I think, toasted coconut almost. It was all supported by its silky texture and a very smooth, easy finish. So I mentioned the blend. Again, Napa Valley, not so well known for blends. They're more well known for strong Cabernets and deep, bold wines. This blend, 54% Cab, 20% Zinfandel, 19% Petit Verdot, and 7% Merlot. Hope you really enjoy this. We'll get into the kitchen for the next course.
Hello, I'm Javier Lauri here, Executive Chef at Indian Springs Country Club, and I'm going to do a demonstration of how to plate up your third course, which is a braised brisket with asiago creamy polenta and a wild mushroom ragu. Okay, so first on your packet, you're going to have your brisket that we pre-cooked for you guys. There you go. 3 slices and right with the daily sauce. On a pan, we're gonna reheat. You guys gonna reheat the polenta, okay? Or you can do it also in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. I would add a little bit of milk, just to loosen the consistency. And it's a little bit of this. So really, that's gonna be our base. All right. So very simple. This is already enough, so use that as a base. Okay. Then we're going to proceed. Place our brisket. I have to say the best way to reheat this is going to be in the microwave. Okay. Add on the plate. A little bit of that extra sauce. Then we have a wild mushroom ragu. Now we preheated also on a sauté pan. This is our balsamic Italia onions. And then we're just gonna garnish with a little bit of parsley. Okay, so this is your third course that you guys are gonna be enjoying at home. Okay.
All right, everyone, we're pouring our third wine. I hope you enjoyed that last course as much as I did. Those gnocchi were fantastic, and this brisket coming up, utterly fantastic. So, next wine, Duckhorn. It is a 2016 from Napa Valley. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. I mentioned earlier, it's in the family with this red blend, Paradox, founded by the same family, Dan and Margaret Duckhorn. They were founded in 1976. They spent 40 years establishing themselves as North America's premier producers of Napa Valley wines. That still continues today. I'm sure that many of you have had Duckhorn, most notably their Merlot, but I think that this Cabernet is up on par with that Merlot. So they blend fruit from estate vineyards of the top Napa Valley wineries, and this Cabernet blends the complexity of the valley while offering a seamless balance between oak, fruit, and tannins. So what I got out of this? The nose, lush, energetic, intense, very fruity, It's a gorgeous Cabernet. It begins with aromas of blackberry, huckleberry, and a little chocolate. Remember, a little chocolate in this one, a little more chocolate in this one. I got a little bit of cardamom, little clove, and on the palate, it displays beautiful brightness with a firm, resolved tannins and flavors of boysenberry and black currant. So we have the scent of the currant on this one. We have the taste of the currant on this one. You see where I went with that? I think it carries the wine a long way to a very focused finish, and it's a beautiful wine to end a nice night with before you have an amazing dessert. So as Chef is preparing the dessert, we're gonna head on into the kitchen, but I really hope you enjoyed this virtual wine dinner as much as we did preparing it for you, and hope to see you all very soon.
So for our last course, our fourth course, we did dark chocolate espresso creme brulee. Okay, we're just gonna add some sugar for you guys. You're gonna get on this thing like this, already caramelized, ready to go. But I just wanted to show you what we did here at the club and made it easy for you guys to enjoy. I hope you guys are staying healthy, wearing your mask, sanitizing everything. We are here. Keeping up a torch, and we're just gonna brulee the sugar. You can add a little bit of crème brûlée if you like, or amaretto. And that's it. Dark chocolate espresso crème brûlée for you guys to enjoy. Thank you. Stay healthy.